Wu Jin gets that she is Noigona, let his pass easily. So he starts to think to an excuse that will work. He tells her that he seemed to have forgotten because of the fever he suffered from for a while. Before Wu Jin reincarnated into Deculane's body one night, Julie meets with Deculane and tells to promise her that if he is truthful to himself and confess his pretenses and arrogance to everyone, then she will be with him. Even the world crumbles. But after hearing that Deculane don't remember, she gets disappointed, and at the same time she gets angry. She tells Deculane that she was wrong, that she trusted him. After that, Julie tells Deculane that he may go. Wu Jin don't know what's going on. He simply leaves without saying anything. Julie's engagement with Deculane was out of convenience. Deculane, a talented mage, and Julie, a talented knight. And with the union of these two, it can only mean good for both politics and bloodlines. The Uclanes and the Freydens, the noble bloodlines. There was no one to object to this marriage. Julie don't want to marry the person she don't love. However, she agreed to this marriage, as this will be good for her household. However, the two households realized that Deculane's talents never existed in the first place. Perhaps he didn't wish to acknowledge it, but he lied to the world by calling himself a genius of analyzing spells and became a professor. After some incident, he stopped putting forth any accomplishments. Despite that, the Uclanes and the Freydens tried to keep it quiet. Julie is sure it was because the two households did not wish to be the topic of gossip. They did not want their flaw exposed to the public. But Julie could not forgive this situation. She was okay with a loveless marriage, but she could not stand the lies. That is her conviction as a knight. However, when Julie tells Deculane to promise her that he will tell everyone the truth, Deculane agreed with her and says that he will do as she says. But as now, Deculane don't even remember the promise. She is heartbroken and in rage. Later, the scene shifts and we can see the Imperial University's magic tower. The Imperial University is the best university in this game, and the magic department is the top of all its departments. You could say that the Korean equivalent of the magic department is Seoul University's medical school, and the magic tower is Seoul National University Hospital, a large campus and a garden that's well cared for. It reminds one of an American college campus. Kim Woo Jin and his team members spent all those nights together trying to create this atmosphere. However, Woo Jin thinks that it would have been much nicer if he was in some other person's body experiencing this campus. As he is walking, he sensed that someone is rushing towards him. He uses his elbow to knock the person. The person is Deculane's assistant. The assistant falls on the ground and says, "Sorry." He also says that he was in a hurry to see his professor. Deculane thought that it was an ambush, but it turns out to be his assistant. He then asked if his name was Zorro. The assistant gets confused and says his name is Alan, not Zorro. Deculane gets shocked, and that he must have mistaken. After that, the two of them goes to Deculane's office. Alan gives him the list of sponsorships for new mages this year. The Magic Tower is similar to research facilities in the real world, so money is required for the development of magic. The professors of the Magic Tower sponsor the new mages they deem worthy. Deculane starts to look at the paper. He sees that the names are shining gold. Wu Jin assumes that it's because of Deculane's attributes. Wealthy magnate, type rare description. A born magnate and exceptional financier with an unrivaled intuition for profitable things. The more information is provided, the more accurate your intuition becomes. Another attribute is sharp eyesight. Description: the ability to visually perceive intuition, attributes, mana points, and similar elements. It is primarily used in conjunction with other traits rather than on its own. The shining gold names is due to the combination of wealthy magnate and sharp eyesight. Wu Jin assumes that the figure behind this name will bring money. He checked that only a couple of names shines golden, but among them one shines the brightest. Epharine Luna, a main named of the game. According to the developers in charge of modeling her, she also lost her father to Deculian. After seeing her name, Deculian noticed that nobody is support her. Deculian asked Alan about this. He tells him that everyone is wary that what Deculian will do if they support Luna. Luna has talent that has brought her to the magic tower, but she is the enemy of Deculian. To be specific, Deculian is Luna's enemy. Wu Jin is worried as if he let things play out like in the game he will meet the same ending. Attribute villain's fate description. A villain's fate. The whole world wishes for his death. However, what doesn't kill him makes him stronger. In the game, Deculian dies in countless ways. A sword to the heart, a wand to his head, poison in a wine glass, a bomb terrorism. Whatever the method might be, the fact that Deculian will die does not change. Now, if Wu Jin wants to live, he has to make a different choice. A choice that the original Deculian never would have made. Deculian then writes something on a paper and tells Alan to turn these in and borrow a few books he is going to write down right now before going home. As Alan leaves, Deculian thinks that he needs a lot of money in order to survive, as a lot of death roots can be overcome with money, and investing in a mage is one way to get money. However, that is not enough. There are countless named in this world who resent Deculian. They will try to kill him whenever they get the chance. So in order to survive, what he really needs is a way out. He needs to become stronger. However, Deculian's talents are just average. At this rate, Wu Jin can't properly respond to future threats. He can't survive the countless deaths that are yet to come. Though Wu Jin have a thing that's in his favor, it's Deculian attributes. Deculian can't control all four elements like he boasts, but he definitely has potential in manipulating the earth and fire elements, and the result of combining earth, fire, and metal leads to the formation of Deculian's other attribute, which is called the Midas Touch. Midas Touch is unique grade skill. It consumes the user's mana to unlock the potential of a target. Therefore, Deculian's talents in manipulating metal allows Wu Jin to wield the QI-controlled levitating blades. It sounds grand when you say QI-controlled levitating blades, but it's just simple telekinesis. However, it's definitely not mainstream in this world. Basic manipulation magic. What Wu Jin lack in power can be made up by manipulating the properties of the metal. But to realize all this, one first needs to learn manipulation. Wu Jin, aka Deculian, is going to need to learn how to manipulate objects. Deculian takes the basic manipulation magic book and put his hand on the book and uses his comprehension skill. All of his mana is sucked into the book. After that, the contents and spells of basic telekinesis starts to flood directly into Deculian's head. He is completed exhausted, but he gets how to use telekinesis. Deculian then uses his telekinesis on a pen and he successfully moves it freely. The whole basic telekinesis magic is printed in his memory, and now he can use telekinesis without a need of spell of cast it. Although this is only the basics, if it's only this much, Deculian won't reach the level he wants, even with higher-ranking telekinesis. Deculian is a bit worried and wonders what he should do. He thinks that he will cover his whole body with magic circle.